Okay, hello. So today we are going to learn. Today we are going to learn GoLang dependency injection, my friend. So let me first say hello to everybody. Hello, friends. Okay, and now let me check that you can see me on YouTube. Well, my channel. Let's see if it works. Well, it's probably working. Not sure yet, but well. So welcome. And today, oh, my head hurts. That's part of the news, but well, what is? Oh, this is good. This is from yesterday's. Oh, this is Universe, GitHub Universe. Probably today we'll watch a few videos from there. That will be quite cool. Let me see if I need to, so that I'll need to do. So this one is amazing. So you just go to GitHub, and GitHub Universe was a very big event, and you all deserve to learn more about it. So I'm just quickly checking some stuff. Good. So today, let's go to my profile and this one, and let's go to I want to go to my profile, I said. Thank you, GitHub. So, oh, that looks well, I'm not doing enough, but I'm doing something. So let's make it greener today. Oh yeah, now this one will be later. Currently this one is priority. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, go another, blah. So today we'll be doing this one. So here in readme.md, I love the artwork, and by the way, GoLang is waiting for translations, and actually, I need to tell my friends from Ukraine that, because there's this society, open source for Ukraine, and hi friends, just one idea for contribution. One moment. This one. So here. So basically, what I'm doing with my friends from Source for Ukraine, I just told them that, you see, in this project, right? This project, so key, well, because I've just forked from Chris. That's Chris James. So the project has translations, but I think it's Chinese, Portuguese, Japanese. This one looks like Korean, but I'm not sure. And this is Turkish, I think. Well, a lot of languages is missing, for example, Ukrainian. So, so I'm just telling my friends. Okay, so I've held these friends of mine. Okay. Now, let's see. Back to this thing. No, to this one. That's me. Yeah, that's mine. Well, it should be streaming, right? So I think I've checked. Yeah. Yeah, that's my friends. So they already liked the idea. Because you see, translations, they're quite like everybody can do it. So for many different reasons. For example, if the person just loves the language, well, it's not just, it's a big thing. So let's say the person loves Ukrainian language and the person knows Ukrainian language, well, better than me, for example, then why not do it? Seriously, it's or maybe person is switching industries, so person is wants to get to understand Go, but is not there yet. So, but that's us. Number 9. Dependency injection. Oh, and by the way, quite soon, well, literally like tomorrow, I will start creating small videos, focused one, answering people on their questions. So if you need advice with job or anything, then write me, and I'll create a video answer. Deal. Now, oh, this one will be quite short. So, but first, we'll do it Visual Studio way. Alright? Okay. Sorry, my back is killing me now. Dependency injection, right? Where will it be? Oh, I think it's this one. V1 and V2. So V1, let's see. So what do we do? So we have bytes. And we have this stuff with testing, bytes buffer. Okay. So that's obviously coming from this library. We declare and initialize the variable buffer. Now, now we're calling something called greet, which will be in di-go, but to greet we are not giving it, so because we could give buffer, right? But well, the problem with buffer will be that it will create a copy of this buffer. So the thing is that let me see. So buffer equals string, and we want it to be hello Chris, but here it's just, I think it's empty, right? So so we are just, yes, so we are just giving empty buffer and Chris, and we want it to return us hello Chris. So here we are giving a pointer, basically the address of buffer location, right? If I remember correctly, then we won't need to dename it because, oh, dereference actually. So here, because Go does it for us. So yeah, you see here. So apparently this buffer thing is well, it's a struct, and it has this right, I think, somewhere, right? Yeah, it has right, well, which is kind of function on which can be applied on buffer. Ooh, sorry, I need more sleep. Now, let's see. How does it work? How does it work? Yeah, so obviously, because it's by reference, it gets changed, and so we are not getting Chris, we are getting hello Chris, because this thing adds hello there. You see? And what is important also is that, so second is string, this you understand, but this one they're telling that, they're telling that this is writer, right? They're telling that, how does it work? Where is this writer defined? This writer is defined here. Oh, the writer is interface, right? But what is about byte thing? Is it? So, what about buffer? So I don't fully understand the relationship between buffer and writer, right? So writer is obviously an interface, but how do we link interfaces to yeah, so let's freshen up our understanding of interfaces. So here, so we have shape. Oh, it's this thing, right? So we declare type shape, and then type shape will be, it will look like that. So let's see. Yeah, so we define like this structure triangle, and we do it, give it base and height. Oh, sorry, that's my alarm clock. And let me see. So here we have a structure where we have shape of type shape. Well, that's test. Tests are not easy. Oh, well, let's see. So this is structs, methods, and interfaces, right? So structs, methods, and interfaces will be, I think it will be this one, right? So just to quickly reshape all this stuff. So we have a circle. So we declare area method, public one, to the circle. Circle itself is a structure which has a radius, but and the rectangle is a structure, but we have interface shape. And oh, so that's how it works in yeah, so the way to implement shape, or the way to implement interface in GoLang, is to make something implement exactly the same methods. If something implements method area, which returns float 64-bit, then it's then it's a shape. So coming back to our thing, let me just quickly check if sound still works. Yeah, I think sound works. Good stuff. Of course, I understand that nobody is watching yet, but it will get better. I have an idea of moving this desk here, so that will allow me to put screens on the left and right, and maybe notebook between them. So I'm still thinking on like configuration, but we'll see. And then there will be a big wall behind me, and I'll be able to buy something which, you know, this one color thing, or maybe to put something beautiful there, something which is nice to look at. Anyway, so now if you go to dependency injection thing, right, which is this one here. Let's close others. I don't like when too many things open. So I wish it was like increasing. No, it's not nice. So it can only increase this way, but that's all right. And there was, is it Control Shift J? No, there was this thing to appearance, then Control KZ, right? Control K. Okay, take survey. Let's see what the survey looks like. Oh my god, this is okay. Well, for the free tool, it's okay. Performance speed, good. Well, dissatisfied comparing to IntelliJ. Well, few extensions didn't work for me. This is okay. This is okay. Debugging, well, it worked for me. Didn't do much, so I don't know. Integrates terminal, well, I prefer IntelliJ. Search, I prefer IntelliJ. Command palette, if that's the one I'm thinking of, that there's definitely scope for improvement. Settings as well, it's okay. This one I don't know. Okay. Few dev realms like okay, let's just do it and ask them out for you. Okay, well, it's a free tool which allows must start coding in Go fast. Also, it is built in the GitHub page. Okay. Okay, done. Okay, so that's done. So you see, I could have just missed it, but apparently in the end you can even give your details. And who knows, who knows. The chance is small, but now the chance of Microsoft coming and telling that, Nikita, can you please help us, is high. And I will do it for free maybe, because I like helping people. And well, obviously this thing is less useful than IntelliJ, at least for me. Well, it looks nice. Now, back to the business. So, dependency injection thing, right? This one, let me think. So, yeah, we need this thing. And we need DI, and now we need to understand it, alright? I think it was Control H and K. No. Control K and H. No. View. What is command? Control Shift P. Then Control K and Z. And then. Good stuff. So that's grid which accepts writer, and it accepts writer because writer has function, it's an interface, it has function called write, and let me see, so a writer. Okay, so we just defined it here. That's very different from Java. You see, we just define interface and interface, and they're all public and in one file. Now, how do I oh, sorry, I'm doing rubbish. I shouldn't so these things I don't need. At least control and creates them. Now I know. So this buffer here, it's a writer because it has same method as this one. As interface declares that we have method called write, which accepts bytes, integer and error, and buffer here. This language is quite interesting. So this one. So that's a structure, but the structure will have a method writer defined somewhere here. So that's byte string, but it will have similar one. It must have, yeah, you see. So that's what makes buffer implement interface, right? So in Java it will be different, but here it's enough that they have the same signature here and here, right? Well, this is n int and error, and p here pnr, and this is pnr. So they even like aligned in this one, but I think it could be different names for the variables, as long as variable types are as long as variable types are what they are. Now let me think. Let me think. Yeah. Yeah, see they have remote SSH. That's good. Good. Now we go back to GI test. So yeah, this one we got what it's doing. This one. So this is clear. So method grid, where we're expecting it to get an interface writer, which is in our case implemented by buffer, and it does this thing. Okay, cool. That's understandable. Now this one. So what did Chris change in the test? So let's see. So bytes and testing, that probably didn't change. No, inputs are the same. Well, we can even run package tests. That's fine. Should pass. Yeah. But here, so he creates this thing. Oh, and by the way, did you notice that here we just take a writer? Although, let's see, actually, let's say this one, right? Run test. Because it's not actually a writer, it's a reference to the writer, right? Oh, how do we do it in this language? Because he's just giving a reference to the object, he's not giving the object itself. And I'm not sure how to show it. Well, maybe next time. We'll see it later, so we could go back, but I would rather go, well, we can quickly check. Oh, it wasn't pointers, so it was there. 1 second. So here in pointers, so here we need the reference. You see, so this function had this thing. So we are going balance. One moment, this one is. Oh, so balance is called on it's a balance which is called on the object, right? So for example here it's this worded thing. And how do they dereference? The reference is this way. Or you can do it this way and call balance. I'm not sure if I understand yet fully, but we'll see. So here, right? Oh, I really need to sleep. And there's so much things to do, but I think, friends, that I will just do that. Answer some friends of mine, and then I will call it a day. Let me quickly check, because I think that my heating might be working, and that's not what I want. But might be not, might be just the computer heating up the room. No, it's fine. 70 degrees. Yes, let's see now. So here we accept, so that's the test, and we are giving it a address to buffer, and it gets buffer here, writer, right? But for example here we do t testing t, right? Here we do this thing. Okay, and now if it expects that's interesting. So if it was buffer here, right, as a struct, so if it was bytes buffer, okay, then probably we could add, you see, but when so this can hold the so this can hold the address, okay, but the thing is that when we are doing it this way, okay, when we're doing it this way, this is not a type, it's an interface. You see, it actually says it here. I actually missed it in the previous when I was checking. Here, no. Yeah, you see, we have to declare that it's interface. So it's not just a type, it's an interface. And here, if I put, if I say that this one holds a reference, so when it was buffer here, it will be fine because it holds an address of the buffer well object. But this thing, it's not a type, it's an interface. So this address can only hold, basically it's a link to the interface, not to a type, not to a type which implements interface, so it's grammatically incorrect. And of course there are reasons to do so. What else do we have here? Okay, so this thing takes response writer, which is another interface, and request, which is, oh, it's a struct. That's interesting. So yeah, this struct from HTTP package, and we are accepting a pointer to it, right? So here, Oh, we're not even using it, right? So, oh yeah, you see we're using it here. So if I run this main thing, oh, let me see, how do we do it? So main, how do we run main? I don't know how do we run main. If I run this test and grid thing, okay, pass test finished. I'm not fully sure how should I run this main thing with log fatal. But we'll find it from here. Maybe not. So the thing is that I just want to have some overview of the language fast, because, well, we've been over a week with this thing, and well, there's so much more we should do. Medicine. Now, think. Now, this is pointers and errors. That's not what we do in dependency injection. So now, oh, sorry friends, well, that's the life of developer. So on the interfaces we need, so yeah, dependency injections, blah blah blah. Okay. So this one calls fprintf, that's cool. Okay, this one. So, oh, that's interfaces. Yeah, that's the one. That's similar. That's exactly actually what I was trying, because that's from Chris's project itself. Yeah, that's one we already explained. So yeah, std out implements, write above implements, write a lot of stuff. Okay. So we use writer to send greetings somewhere. So yeah, that's about right. Buffer. So okay. So we do minimal amount of code. I could use a coffee, but well, it won't. The problem with coffee or Red Bull that it doesn't replace rest. It just you just stop feeling being tired, but you are still tired and your efficiency still drops. So really, like Red Bull coffee, it should be used carefully. Okay. Now we see. Enough code. That's all right. So that accepts buffer, but we call it a writer. You see this thing? So that's literally what we did, right? So currently we are giving pointer to the buffer, but you see they're still quite coupled. So basically, if we need to give it some other writer, then it won't work because we need to give it buffer. But here, after this one, after we do that, this grid thing can be called with very different ways. So it was called from test with buffer, or it can be called from main with LED, right? So yeah, and here are the examples of these interfaces. Basically, to write to, well, HTTP response, right? Why not? Let me see. So listen serve. How does it work? So so that's a function from HTTP package. So further error will be called listen and serve, takes two arguments, this one and handler function, my grid handler. So so my grid handler defines how it processes stuff, including interface, right? So this one is a type or this is not interface, this is structure. So when we define the function, it takes the structure, but actually we don't even use it, I think. No, we don't. Well, it's the structure of request, right? I'm not sure how much stuff the request has. Well, quite a lot. You can see this thing. Oh, I didn't know that you can click. Now, okay, run the program. How do I run the program? Oh, so of course I cannot save request. How do I run main? Package main, grid. Let's see. Okay. Run main go, right? Okay. Oh, I see. So we use what was it? Control J. Here we go to terminal. PowerShell. Here we go to DI, dependency injection. V2 go run okay. Okay, there's this think that do I trust it, do I not trust it? Okay, and now this one has localhost 5000. It should be running there. Let's see. Hello world. Well done. House. Thank you, friends. Well, I think we're almost finished, to be honest. So it was it here? No, it was this one. So yeah, we've done it. So there will be HTTP servers explained later. Yes, so response right and request. That's the theory of how servers talk. So you create there's a request object and there's a response object, and request is what we send to the server, so the code that the server will be using request, and it will present our stuff and response sent back to us. So wrapping up. Okay, test code. Yeah, if you cannot test code, then there's probably a problem with dependency, hide wide and stuff. Separate concerns, decouple data, allow code to be reused in different contexts. Okay. Okay, so there's mocking as well. That's good, because in Java we have Mockito, but here apparently it's a separate thing. Yeah, let's get it done. Okay, so basically the idea is that if you know the interfaces, then you can make your classes implement interfaces, and that makes it possible for you to use standard functions from this HTTP package. And that's it. That closes the lesson. And as always, well, you can see that this stuff is not easy for me, even with my extensive knowledge in IT. Well, extensive or not, but I do have some experience. So it's not easy for most of us friends, like 99.999 people you see in IT. We all have imposter syndrome, and it's not easy for us, but we just do it in small steps and consistently, and that's how we become better. So we all can do it one way or another. So thank you very much, friends. See you. Live long and prosper.